Hey everybody, Logan here. If you missed it, what are you doing? Go back and watch it. Well, after this video, I recently covered the new PowerA Fusion Pro wireless controller for the Xbox Series X and S. Now, I am covering the new Fusion Pro 4 wired. Thank you, PowerA, once again for sending me this one. These Fusion controllers are amazing. I've liked them in the past. Same thing with the new ones. Now, I'm hoping this one's just as good. Now it's about a little more than half the price of the Fusion Pro wireless, lacking a couple of features. But if you read the box, which we will look at in just a minute, it seems like it strikes all the right chords at an affordable price. Let's see if it's any good. Alrighty, here we go. As you can see, this is the Fusion Pro 4 wired controller by PowerA. Yes, so this is designed specifically for Xbox consoles, but will also work for PC. Designed for Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Windows 10 and 11. I recommend using this on Xbox. If you want PC ones, I would go with the OPS V1 and V3 specifically designed by PowerA for PC and cloud gaming, but you can use these as well. Let's take a quick look at the box, and it says Hall Effect Quick Twist Thumbsticks. This has been an issue of contention. I've noticed over the last few videos, some people think it's cool, some people think it isn't. Some people have been saying, oh, they've had problems, other people saying they're not. I haven't had any problems. I've been using these controllers for the last the wireless one for a few days now, and then on the OPS V3 I've been using that for about 2 weeks now, and no issues whatsoever. I think it's a nifty feature, so you no longer have to pop off stick caps or anything to get the different heights. I think it's awesome. I would just say don't be too rough with them. Just like anything, it's still made of plastic, so take that into consideration. You have 3-way trigger locks, 4 mappable buttons, and controller customization. Now the best way to do that is to download the app on your Xbox. I've done it in the previous video for the Pro Wireless. There's a lot of great features. This one is no exception. You can do a lot of great button mapping with that app. It makes things a lot easier, a lot more streamlined. Rubberized grips, anti-friction rings, headset dial, Hall Effect Quick Twist thumbsticks, LED status ring, dual rumble motors, magnetic Hall sensor impulse triggers, 3-way trigger locks, 4 advanced gaming buttons. That's the image for this Quick Twist thumbsticks. I think this is an awesome controller because it's got majority of the features that the Pro Wireless has, but at a lower price. Now, no RGB, no fancy lighting, and no wireless connectivity. So they removed those, and with those being removed, prices removed. So it's nowhere near as expensive. So let's open this bad boy up. But one thing I do want to show you, I think that's pretty nifty on their side. Best selling wired Xbox controller brand in the US and Canada. Congrats, PowerA. Let us start opening. So here we go, completely unboxed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I do like how they're still using that awesome artwork for each of the Pro Fusion controllers. Cable braided. Instruction insert, nifty, because a lot of companies aren't doing this anymore. And then of course, that awesome sticker. Now it does feel pretty much like your standard PowerA, just wired controller with a few perks added. You got full rubber grips, and on the rubber grips, it has the PowerA logo, where on the Fusion Pro Wireless, it does not have the rubber grips on the front because it's got that under the skin or whatever they call it, ghost lighting effect. This one does not. Now, this one has 0 RGB lighting. So if you don't like all the lighting, hey, this one might be the perfect one for you. I've seen a lot of people complain about that awesome lighting. I think it's fantastic, but this is going to be very simple, all black, just straight up blacked out. So all the buttons are great. Now, these for the back buttons are more flush than you're going to see on a lot of other controllers. Some people don't like it, some do. I think it's better. I like them when they're flush, and I think they're a bit easier to press, and your fingers just sit on them naturally. That's my personal opinion, and they are textured as well. Now, you do have your program button back here, but like I said, it's a bit easier. Just boot up the app on your Xbox and you're fine. You have your trigger locks back here. Let's test them. So one thing I will say with the Fusion controllers, I think the trigger locks are a bit better on the OPS ones. So they're still much shorter of a distance than if it's full. They are much shorter, but I think the ones on the OPS, the PowerA OPS V1 and V3, are slightly bit better. I do like the fact that the buttons up here are textured, and it's very smooth. No friction, none, zero, zilch, nada. And then you still have the audio controls right there, your audio headset jack. This is a standard Pro wired controller at a much lower price point. We're going to take a look at their website so you can look at and see just how much this is, where it's available. Well, as of right now, fantastic controller. I love the box styling. Let's go test it. Let's take a look at the PowerA website listing for Fusion Pro 4 wired controller for Xbox Series XS. The price is sitting at a $69.99 US dollar price tag. Now, if you want to pick this up, you can purchase it from here or from Amazon at the moment. Let's take a look at some of the features before we get into the testing. Step up your game with the officially licensed Fusion Pro 4 wired controller for Xbox Series XS, featuring Hall effect modules, our patent-pending quick twist thumbsticks, and more. Quick twist thumbsticks, Hall effect modules, advanced gaming buttons, 3-way trigger locks, immersive gaming, dual rumble motors and impulse triggers add lifelike tactile details to your games, while a 3.5mm stereo jack delivers clear dynamic audio. Comfort and control, extra long USB-C cable, that's a 10-foot one. You got the headset dial, share button, officially licensed PowerA Gamer HQF, impulse trigger compatibility varies by title. As always, I am testing it with my favorite game currently, and it's been for quite some time. It's the game that I test every controller with, and that's Exoprimal. Why do I do that? Because I know this game like the back of my hand, and I know when something's wrong and when something's right, when something feels good, when something doesn't, and when it's supposed to perform like it does. Before we get into it, let's adjust the sticks. There we go. That's the highest. That's the mid. That's the low. So let's do mid for this one. There you go. Let us do, what would you say, highest on this one? There you go. See how they clip into place? That's one thing. Make sure it clips into place when you adjust it. Otherwise, it'll snap back in. All right. That's a little weird having this one being a little higher, but it's okay. It feels very nice. Feels good. Feels just as good as the Pro Wireless. The sticks feel very precise, very smooth. All the buttons, super responsive. Now, the back buttons do not come pre-mapped. You do have to map them in the app. Like I said, it's the Gamer HQ app. You can just download it for your Xbox or PC if you decide to use this on PC. But if you're playing on PC, I would recommend the OPS V1 or V3 by PowerA. Those are some of the best PC controllers that I can recommend. There are a couple of other brands, but I really do like those. Now this one just feels great. There's nothing about this controller. Rumble's nice. It feels good in the hand. I do like the grips, the textured grips. It's very comfortable. It's your solid third-party, officially licensed Xbox controller, and it just feels good. And if you want a pro controller with all these features for an affordable price, this is definitely a good way to go. I think $69.99 is a solid option. You do have that braided cable as well as Type-C. I'm actually using this on a Series S right now. This might become one of my standard ones. I know the Pro Fusion Wireless is going to be my standard one when I'm not testing any other controllers, because I just really like that controller. This one is probably going to be my standard one here in my office whenever I test or record or do any kind of gaming footage, which I do quite often. Yep, the only thing I can do is give this thumbs up. I really do like these Fusion Pro controllers from PowerA. So if you have any questions, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop them all in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer everything that I can. And if you want to see the video on the Pro Fusion Wireless, I'll drop the link in the description below. And in that one, I test the entire Gamer HQ app as well. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you watch that video too. Again, any questions, be glad to answer anything. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.